I'm 89 years old. For 26 years, I stood behind a Walmart returns counter in Jasper, Alabama. I wasn't a therapist, wasn't a life coach, just a woman in a blue vest processing returns. But here's what nobody tells you. People lie to everyone, their spouse, their kids, their doctor, but they don't lie at the returns desk. A return is the truth. You bought something. It didn't work. Now you're trying to undo it. And when I started watching who returned what, I saw a pattern that terrified me. A pattern that destroys people in their 50s. The exercise bike that came back 3 times. Her name was Diane. 3 times over 4 years, she bought the same exercise bike, expensive, top model, and 3 times she returned it, unopened. The 3rd time, she set it on my counter and whispered, "I don't know why I keep thinking this time will be different." I wanted to scream, "Diane, the bike isn't the problem." But that wasn't my job. So I scanned her receipt and watched her walk away. The problem? She'd spent 20 years putting everyone else first. And by the time she looked in the mirror and decided it was her turn, she didn't believe she deserved the effort anymore. The bike wasn't the failure. She'd already given up on herself. If you're in your 50s and something just clenched in your chest reading that, keep watching. Because I'm about to show you what I saw happen to thousands of people who thought they still had time. The guitar. Nobody played a man. Maybe 54 returned a beginner guitar kit. "Something wrong with it?" I asked. "Nah, I just don't have the patience I thought I had." I looked at his rough working hands. The strings were still factory tight. He never even tried. You know what he didn't have? Not patience, permission. Permission to suck at something new. Because when you're 50, you think you're supposed to have life figured out, sitting in your living room fumbling through chords while your wife listens. That feels like admitting you're still lost. So the dream goes back in the box. And back to my counter. Your 50s are the last door, and it's closing. Let me be brutally clear. Your 50s aren't too late, but they're your last real window. By 60, people stopped returning exercise bikes. They returned knee braces, heating pads, pill organizers. The window had shut. Your 50s are when your body, mind, and circumstances line up one final time to let you change what needs changing. I watched hundreds of people stand in front of that door holding a bag of returns instead of walking through it. Don't be one of them. The Christmas gift that broke my heart. 4 days after Christmas, a woman returned a scarf. Beautiful, still gift-wrapped, card tucked inside. She'd written on it, then scribbled it out. I could still read it through the ink. To my daughter. Love, Mom. She didn't need to explain, but she did anyway. Her daughter hadn't spoken to her in 2 years. She bought the scarf, hoping this Christmas would fix it. It didn't. I saw this constantly. Parents returning gifts for kids who'd cut them off. Wives returning anniversary gifts husbands forgot. The returns desk was a graveyard of broken relationships. And the 50s? That's when the bill comes due for every connection you neglected while you were busy. Your kids now choose if they want you around. Your spouse has been keeping score. Your real friends either stayed because you invested or left because you didn't. Ask yourself right now, when did you last ask your kid a real question and actually listen without giving advice? When did you last talk to your spouse about something deeper than logistics? Not, did you pay the bill, but are we happy? What do we want from the next 30 years? Can't remember. Then you're exactly who I'm talking about. You still have time, but not much. The credit card confessions I watched people making $80,000 a year return TVs, computers, gadgets, sweating, because the credit card bill came and reality hit. They were buying things they didn't need with money. They didn't have to impress people they didn't even like. And at 50, that game stops being fun. Because retirement isn't some distant cloud anymore. It's 10 years away, maybe less. I made $14.60 hour. Earl and I raised 3 kids on that and his mining pay. We had no debt, a paid-off house, a garden, neighbors who traded tomatoes for cucumbers. We had a life that didn't need a credit card to feel complete. Your 50s are when you get honest. What do I actually need to feel safe? And what am I buying to feel something else? Those are 2 different lists. The most painful returns. Who you used to be. This one gutted me. A man returning camping gear untouched for 10 years. A woman returning oil paints, hadn't made art since her kids were born. A couple returning a tandem bike bought in a burst of let's reconnect, left in the garage for 6 months. These weren't products. These were identities being surrendered. The adventurous one, the creative one, the spontaneous one, replaced by a smaller, quieter version that just works, comes home, watches TV, and waits. I'm 89, so I'll say it bluntly. If you've stopped doing what makes you feel alive, you're not being mature. You're dying slowly and calling it growing up. My husband, Earl, fished until he couldn't walk. At 78, I drove him to the pond and helped him into his chair. He never returned that fishing rod. When he died, I didn't keep his wedding ring. I kept the rod, because it meant he never gave up on the part of himself that loved being alive. What actually matters in your 50s. Listen close. 1. Your body, not how it looks, how it works. Move it. Feed it real food. Stop canceling doctor appointments you're scared of. Things found early get fixed. Things ignored bury you. 2. Your people, not your network. The ones who'd sit with you in a hospital at 3 a.m. Name them right now. Can't name 3? You have work to do. Call them. Show up. Say the hard truth. Apologize for the thing from 10 years ago. They didn't forget. They never forget. 3. Your money. It's not about having a lot. It's about not being owned. Get out of debt. Sell the thing. Cancel the subscription. Stop eating out. Owing nobody nothing. That's freedom. 4. Your time. I buried my husband, 2 best friends, my sister. None thought they were running out. None got a warning. They all had something planned for next year. Next year never came. 5. You, not the performing version, the real you. Who wanted to learn guitar, travel, tell the truth? That version still matters. My final words. For 26 years, I watched people return pieces of themselves, still wrapped, never opened. And I wanted to shout, this is the one thing you can't return. There's no receipt for wasted years. You don't get your time back. I'm 89, made $14.60 an hour. I'm nobody. But I saw everything. If you're in your 50s, this is it. Your window. Don't bring it back in the box. Open it. Use it. Wear it out. That's what actually matters. Now stop reading and go do the thing you've been putting off. Before you become another return, I can't forget.